All right, YouTube, it is December 29th, 2012. This comes from WorldNet Daily, and I will put the link below in the Show More section. Now, breaking news. Now, while Obama and the Obama administration are going after the people's guns, wanting to disarm the people, they are putting out propaganda, one news story on the front page of every news source, mainstream media after the other. They are just showcasing every shooting event imaginable to disarm the people. Now, while Barack Obama is going after your guns, Sheriff Joe Arpaio is going after Barack Obama, not only after the birth certificate issue and his eligibility to even be the President of the United States. Sheriff Joe is going with his posse to protect the schools. Let me bring you this amazing story. A true patriot, Sheriff Joe.
Well, it seems everybody has a plan to prevent another school shooting, and a day after Attorney General Tom Horne and Pinal County Sheriff Paul Babiou introduced plans to arm school staff, Maricopa County Sheriff Joe Arpaio says he wants his volunteer posse armed and on patrol near schools. Jason Valentine talked to the sheriff about this. Jason.
Yet, Sheriff Arpaio believes his armed posses will be able to deter would-be criminals from trying anything violent and possibly stop them if they do.
They have the authority to mobilize private citizens and to help fight crime in this county.
And that's just what Sheriff Joe Arpaio plans to do. Saying he's going to send in his armed volunteer posse.
Here he's swearing in a volunteer citizen posse to go armed and protect the schools. Just that, I'm sure that's just what Barack Obama wants.
Well known for its work in malls over the holidays to protect Valley schools.
We're not talking about placing the posse in the schools right now, but in the outline, in the perimeters of the school to try to detect any criminal activity.
The sheriff didn't talk logistics, but said he'll use members of his 3,000-strong posse to patrol schools in towns that fall under sole jurisdiction of the sheriff's office, which he says amounts to about 50 grade, middle, and high schools.
I don't know if they agreed or not. We'll coordinate with them.
Arpaio's plan comes the day after his counterpart in Pinal County, Sheriff Paul Babiou, and Attorney General Tom Horne said they want to arm teachers and principals. In response to that, Arpaio says he'd rather see armed resource officers back in all schools.
I support arming cops in the schools. If you have a cop that's armed, you don't need a teacher that's armed.
And what was the amount?
However, Arpaio stopped short of committing to a stance on arming teachers, saying for now he's only focused on his plans.
They're going to be talking about the guns now for years. But I have the certain resources at my disposal. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm going to do it.
Sheriff Arpaio first used his posse to protect malls in 1993 after several violent incidents. This holiday season, volunteer posse work netted a record 31 arrests. I'm Jason Valentine, 3TV.
Now, Sheriff Joe, he needs our prayers. This is believe me, a very dangerous situation. He is stepping on some pretty big toes that want to take your guns, disarm the American people, and get rid of our Second Amendment right to bear arms. Sheriff Joe is going in with his own posse, swearing in citizens, a posse, to go and protect the schools. And we need to lift him up in prayer, because this can be a very dangerous situation. Leave me comments, everyone. A true patriot, Sheriff Joe.